Amanda, the Pay It Forward Mom. Happy summer! I hope everyone had an awesome Memorial Day weekend. I am still in like full-blown recovery mode. It was really the best Memorial Day weekend ever. Last year we started this tradition with my best friend and her husband and their 4 children, where they come to my parents' house in Virginia Beach, and we've literally grown up together. She even lived with us for a little bit in high school. We're really, really close, and her first 3 children are almost the exact same age as my 3, and then they just have 1 extra. So they came last year for Memorial Day and Labor Day, and it's just so much fun to have 2.5 days of nothing to do except for hang out with your favorite people in the world, and the kids just get along so well and they entertain each other, and it was just a blast, you guys. So I hope y'all were able to do something really fun as well. I am still exhausted today. I know I've told you guys I am not the most fun person anymore. I'm typically in bed, really early. When that's not the case, I'm like riding the struggle bus for a few days. So I wanted to tell you guys a couple things. I'm trying to stick to my little schedule even through summer, where earlier in the week I'll do like a more lighthearted and fun video, and then Thursday drop a little something more heavy on you guys. So continuing with that little trend that we've had for the last couple of months since we've been doing this, I wanted to talk to you guys about a few really fun things, fun summery things. Firstly, this white sangria, if you follow me on Snapchat or Instagram or even my Facebook stories, I think I posted about it a couple times this weekend. I'm obsessed with it. It's gotta be a thing where it's like a holiday weekend over the summer. So we'll have it 4th of July and we'll have it Labor Day, because it's terrible for you, but it's delicious. And I'll give you the recipe in the comments of this video, and I'll also tell you a little way. So I went to Puerto Rico about 5 years ago, and the bartender suggested the white sangria. I'm not a huge sangria person. I worked at a Cuban restaurant, a million years ago, but I've just never really liked it at all. So I was hesitant, and I tried it, and I was in love, and so that's what I'd order every time we'd go back to this one little restaurant. And at the end of the week, I'm like, I cannot leave this vacation without getting that recipe. So I went and talked to the bartenders, and they wrote it down for us. And so now it's like a staple on all the big summery holidays. So what it is, a big old pitcher, and you guys know I don't do recipes, so it's kind of just eyeballing the mixture. So you want a boatload of Malibu, a boatload of white wine, and then about half as much of each of those as apple juice. And then sugar water, but instead of doing sugar water, I do Truvia. I do not feel well. If I have a couple really, really sugary drinks, my back will hurt. I don't know what it is. I can't handle it. So I do the Truvia, and that also helps cut down on the calories. But I mean, it's still, Malibu is not good for you at all. That's why it's so delicious. And all the sugars in white wine, it's still not great. I have such a hard time in the summer. I work so hard all year long, and then I feel like as soon as summer hits, I just fall off this wagon where there's sunshine and fun times and cookouts and all the glorious things in life happen, really quickly over a 2-month period, and then I'm feeling not great about myself. So I was a little better last year, and I'm gonna definitely stick on it this year, where I only have those certain things on very special occasions. And I mean, I may have a drink or two. I'm really not a huge drinker, which I know if you knew me 5 years ago, you would have not believed, because I really used to love wine on the regular, but I just don't anymore. I had a shoulder surgery about 1.5 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. It's hard to remember. And so I just didn't have wine for a few weeks after, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so great and just rested and better about myself and about things. So that's what happened, and I just kind of stuck with it. But I love a good time every now and then. I just really have to watch, especially my diet and weight and everything. That is a priority to me. And if it's not, who cares? but it is to me. So I really have to watch it over the summer because all the fun things that happen, it's hard. It's hard. Stay on track. Okay. So something else I keep getting from you guys, and someone brought it to my attention today at the post office, so I thought it'd be a good day to mention it, is my hair and how you guys seem to think it looks nice a lot. And I take that as a huge compliment because I actually do not have nice hair at all. I did for years, and then the girl who's done my hair forever, definitely consider her a friend. For the better part of a decade, I've been going to her, and I went and saw her a couple weeks ago, and she's like, it's just mind-blowing how your hair went from like thick and long and pretty, and now it's just like nothing. It's literally like she's gonna have to chop it like Peter Pan pretty soon, and we're gonna do these like real extensions. But you guys, just to let you in on a little secret, the hair is not real. Pretty much ever. You guys have never even seen it real, ever. And I don't even like to leave my house. Sometimes, even if I'm not gonna leave the house at all, I still put it on because I cannot even stand it. It really, really stinks. So I ended up getting this chemical burn from something that I did. So that was a contributing factor. I think the biggest problem was all the stressful stuff that I was telling you guys about that happened last year, because that's literally like, I saw her, 6 months later, and she's like, it's because you've lost all your hair. Like, it's just falling out in chunks, and that'll happen when you're going through a really stressful time. So it just hasn't bounced back, and I've got all these little things that are kind of growing in, but it's a hot mess express, guys. So what I do, I'll have to tell you guys when she does the nicer ones, because it's going to be my first experience. Two of my really good friends have them. It's the Weft brand hair that tapes in, and then she'll actually maintain it for me. It's an expense, but it kind of evens out when you think about all these like cheap ones that I'll end up buying. But there are a couple brands. If you're interested, I can post them on the comments. That are just at Sally's. This pony I actually ordered from, or it's not even a pony, it's a bunch of hair, but it's like not very good quality, so I'll put it up in this like I Dream of Jeannie thing, and my kids love it. They love this look, but I think it's so fun for summer. So this is like, I don't know, $25 on Amazon. So depending on what more you guys want to know and the feedback and messages that I get will depend on if I do like a whole tutorial, and if so, I'll just, come all natural one day and I'll show you guys how to put them in and kind of blend it so it doesn't look crazy town, because it can look crazy town. So next little fun factoid of the day. I mentioned to you guys last week that there was this new mascara that I was dying to try. I finally got a hold of it at the end of last week, and I was just so unimpressed. And it's so interesting because the girl who told me about it, she is very in tune with beauty products and knows what she's talking about, and her eyes looked fantastic. So it's just different things are gonna work differently for everybody. Everybody is different. So it made me think of sharing with you guys a little secret. A couple years ago, a girlfriend and I were running like this little shop out of my house. It was not LuLaRoe, but it was one of the competitors. I think I've mentioned that to you guys before. It was Agnes and Dora. And we would have different like classes and stuff in every couple of weeks. And we had a girl come in and do a makeup tutorial. And she's very well known in this area. She's a phenomenal makeup artist and hair artist. And she was talking about how, you can find a few products that you'll spend a chunk of money on. And to me, like, I spend $30 on foundation. To me, that's a chunk of money on a product. I am cheap, y'all, cheap. So she said, those couple products, and then go to Walmart. Go to get your hard candy. Hard candy is the bomb. This mascara I fell in love with a few months ago. I cannot live without it. And I immediately, once I put the expensive stuff on, I was like, oh, should have just stuck with my $5 hard candy. And it's amazing. So after I found it, I started buying some of their lip glosses and some of their highlighters, and it's amazing, amazing products for so cheap. So I would highly recommend that to you guys. last but not least, this shirt. I know I've been screaming about it on Instagram today, so if this is repetitive, I'm sorry, but I'm so obsessed. This is a Le Tote. I just put on a pair of like dark blue jean shorts with it. I felt like it's a lot of skin to show with anything other than flats, so I'm wearing some blue Sperry's. And I've gotten so many compliments. I love how it kind of looks like old-fashioned, in my opinion. And it's just pretty and fun, and I will post the link again so you guys can jump on and get your free tote from them and me to you. And if you aren't familiar, just look up on my channel the video on the tote. It'll explain everything. It's like a clothing rental company that'll change your life. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'm not going to tell you what topic I'm going to be doing on Thursday because I want it to remain a surprise, and I'm still kind of throwing around different ideas of how I want to broach this different subject, but it will be more heavy. All my social media information is listed. Please thumbs up this video and subscribe. The subscriptions really help me, and it also lets you know when I post. It's only twice a week, so you won't be driven crazy by any of that. Thank you guys. See you soon. Bye.